A Russian helicopter flying just above the tree line, blasted out of the sky by what analysts say is likely a Stinger anti-aircraft missile.
If you're a Russian helicopter pilot, you never know where this is going to come from.
This video, posted by the Ukrainian military, CNN is unable to verify when this happened. The Stinger, a heat-seeking anti-aircraft missile with a range of 5 miles and 11,000 feet. A weapon so smart it can distinguish an enemy aircraft.
It starts to squawk friend or foe. It looks for targets that it's supposed to hit. So if you fired a Stinger at a U.S. F-15, it probably missed. But when you put a Russian-made aircraft in the air and you use a U.S. Stinger, you're going to have contact.
U.S. officials tell CNN the U.S. and NATO have sent the Ukrainians thousands of Stingers.
Weapons like Stingers have moved in and that they have been used with effect, and I think the Ukrainians will continue to be able to use those in small unit tactics with great effect.
And the West has sent Javelins, an anti-tank guided missile system, shoulder-fired, with a range of over 8,000 feet.
It fires a weapon that goes up into the air and then comes back down, really hitting a tank or a vehicle from above. It does so because it's got less armor on the top generally and is more vulnerable.
The Ukrainian military has put out several videos showing its lethal dexterity in using these Western-made weapons against the Russians. This video shows a destroyed Russian tank on fire. There's aerial footage of a Russian tank column getting slammed with missiles. Javelins and Stingers, crucial to the Ukrainians, analysts say, partly because they're so-called fire-and-forget weapons.
Fire and forget, so you can fire it and then the person who fires it can scoot.
The Russians, experts say, have their own very effective weapons in Ukraine. Iskander and Caliber missiles and light mobile T-72 tanks. But they're also accused of using cluster bombs and preparing to use so-called vacuum or thermobaric bombs that are not supposed to be used in civilian areas.
Thermobarics are horrible. They explode and then they have a secondary explosion that sucks the air out of the immediate proximity.
Analysts say the Ukrainians' success with their shoulder-fired missiles is being aided by sometimes sloppy Russian tactics.
They are lining their tanks and their armored personnel carriers, nose to fanny, going down the street. And there's no security, flank security, to the left or the right. And so they become sitting ducks.
As effective as these weapons are, CNN is told that U.S. officials have not given the Ukrainians the newest versions of weapons like Stinger missiles out of concern that somehow on the battlefield some of them might fall into the hands of the Russians, who then might steal that technology, Wolf.